Hello, boys and girls. It's been a couple days. It's actually day 3 of when I planted the little carrot pieces that we were going to do our little science experiment for, to watch and see what happens. Like we talked about last time, scientists always look very carefully. They pay attention to the details and they write down what they see, because we always think we're going to remember. How could we forget that detail? But you know what? In the end, sometimes we forget the good stuff. So scientists always write down things to make sure we don't forget anything. So these are the carrot cups that I planted the other day and I showed you. And I've been giving them a little bit of water. And I have to say they feel really warm because they were in my front window, and the window gets lots of light. But I have to tell you, not much else has happened except for the green tops are getting kind of dried out. They're kind of feeling like burnt grass a little bit, kind of hard. So, and brittle, like I could pick it off just like a dead piece of a plant outside. So that tells me I don't want to put these so much in the window anymore. I don't want them to shrivel up and dry up to nothing before we even get a chance to see if anything happens to these carrots. So that's an observation I made, number 1, in this science experiment. So number 2, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this paper that we started the other day, and we drew in day 1. Now today's not really day 2 of the experiment, but it's the second day that we're going to draw what we see, or we're going to record like a scientist what we see. So I'm going to find my crayons and I'm going to make that cup again. I'm going to try and make it the same as I did the other day. I'm not going to be too fussy about it. Maybe you can do the same thing. I don't know if you want to do it together with me or whether you want to do it afterwards, but get your recording sheet ready. Now, if you remember the last time we were together, I couldn't find my brown crayon because I used it for that April Fool's joke, so I didn't have it. So I'm going to just color over a little bit of my dirt to make it look a little brownish, because that is what this dirt looks like. It looks blackish brownish to me. And it's nice and moist from this morning. I'm not going to add any more water. I don't want to drown the poor carrots. So far, I'm making the same cup I had the other day. And I'm going to make the little bump of a carrot that's coming out of there, just because that hasn't moved. So I'll make a little bump of a carrot, and then I'll take the green, and I'm going to make the little grass, the little carrot top that sticks up, like I did last time. Only today, because it is the truth, it is a little dried out, and it doesn't look as bright green. It looks like it's dying away a little bit. I'm going to take just a little bit of brown and put it in there to show that I think it's because I left it in the sun too long in the front window. That's what I'm guessing. I don't know that for sure. I think we're going to have to follow this to the end and find out. So this was my day 1. This is my day 2. They're exactly the same, except I put a little bit of brown in there because it looks like it's not doing so good. So there's our recording. The big picture, though, of this science lesson is in 2 parts. If you remember, I wanted you to know that every living creature, whether it's an animal or a person or a bug or a plant or a tree, we need a list of items that will keep us healthy. We need water, we need air, We need sun. I'm going to say we need sun. Plants need sun too. We need nutrients. We need nutrients that we get it in different ways. The plants and trees get it through the dirt. There's all sorts of good vitamins in the dirt for them, minerals, and they get it from the dirt. We get our vitamins and minerals from the food we eat. So water, nutrition, nutrients, air, sunshine, and shelter. We need to be taken care of so that we don't get too cold or too wet and get sick. So we need some kind of shelter to keep us safe so we can grow healthy. The second part of this big science lesson that we're talking about is the life cycle. Like Mufasa said, the circle of life, where you start as a baby, you're born, and you're a little baby, you're a toddler, you're a little child, you're a teenager. When you get around here, you're an adult. You reproduce, you have a baby, and just like the plants in the summertime, then we start to get a little bit old and the plants dry up and the flowers won't flower anymore and the plant dies at the end of the summer. So that is called the circle of life. So for today, not so much different. Let's see, hold on to your papers, and the next time in 3 or 4 days maybe we'll think about doing our third box to see what's going on with our carrot experiment. So thank you very much for joining me, and we'll take this up in a few more days. Bye now.